But I was always there, and we talked about a lot of things that we wanted to do, and a lot of the things we talked about was basically being able to explore more of the world. You know, we love being in Hartsville, we love being from here, but we always had a bigger picture, and we wanted to be able to explore and see more of the world. And that was always my number one goal that I set for myself as a young man growing up here in Hartsville. I wanted to make sure that I got to travel, and I always wanted to travel at someone else's expense. And football gave me a vehicle to do that. Now, before I get started too much, you see I wrote a lot. And let me tell you, when you've been asked to be a guest speaker for your hometown, you have to try to do what you can to do it right. And they gave me a time frame. Now, as I said before, there's a lot of clocks on that wall back in the back. They told me 20 minutes. Now, you got to determine which clock I'm using when I finish, because I'm going to try to be 20 minutes on one of those clocks. I'm not sure which one. So if I get too long, just bear with me for a minute. But I'm going to try to make it in 20 minutes, and I've got some stuff I want to say, because I call this paper my journey from there to here. And basically the reason I call it that, because this is where it started. And my sister told me, and I said, well, gee, I want to call it from here to there. She said, well, you might want to check with the English teacher and say, well, from there to here, because it actually started back there, back in 1969, 70, when I first got into high school and started to play football. So again, that's what I call my paper, and it brought me back to here. And I'm so glad to be here to represent Hartsville and be right here with you tonight with the Heritage Foundation, the Butler Heritage Foundation. I also like to thank my mother and father for raising me to be respectful, thankful, and always do my best.
All right.
I also like to thank my parents for instilling in me, my sisters, William A. Janice and Lisa, and my brother Larry, the value of education, the faith in church, when we were young kids growing up. Thanks to my sisters and brothers for being here, my other members of my family. I thank you all for being here to support me, family and friends. And I also like to do one thing before I get started, is I recognize my class of 1974, because this is our 35th year reunion, and I'm so glad to be here. So if they would please stand for me, I'd be so grateful.